I do want to bring in now Texas State Senator Roland Gutierrez representing District 19, which includes Uvalde. Now, Senator Gutierrez, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Natasha.
This report takes a look at law enforcement, but also the role of parents in social media. I just want to do a gut check with you. How are you feeling tonight? What were you most outraged by? And did anything surprise you in this report?
Well, there's not a whole lot of new surprises here. I mean, I've been talking about systemic failure since probably day two. It's what is beneficial about this report is that it doesn't sit there and point fingers like the Department of Public Safety director has. It acknowledges that every law enforcement agency was responsible and that there were, when we talk about Arredondo, let's be real clear. This is the school cafeteria cop, right? He's there to break up the fights in the cafeteria. So the police, the next department should have done better and known better. The sheriff's department should have known better. The state police, the Department of Public Safety, they were on site. There is a trooper in the 77-minute video, a Texas Ranger, and he's walking around and he's talking to someone for what it would be about 20 minutes on the cell phone. Who is he talking to? What orders is he taking? And that's what this report goes off and is evidences. It shows us that really nobody was in charge. Nobody took control. Nobody took command. And that's what's most disturbing about what happened on May 24th.
And we know this is a preliminary report. What else do you think still needs to be uncovered, if anything?
Well, listen, I've got a lawsuit against the Department of Public Safety. Those are the people that are accountable to me. I want to know what Steve McCraw knew. I want to know what his supervisors knew. I want to know which ones were telling people what needed to be done next, why they were holding back for some other cop. Steve McCraw has already testified in a hearing that his cops were not taking orders from Pete Arredondo. So who were they taking orders from? He's testified that we had no joint training from Greg Abbott's Operation Lone Star in the community, with these communities, with this school district, with the county and the city. He's testified that the radios were broken. I want to find out where each one of our state troopers was situated, who was ordering them, why they weren't acting appropriately, and why they weren't doing their jobs.
Who specifically do you think needs to be held accountable going forward?
I think the head of every office of every agency here needs to be held accountable, including Arredondo, including folks at the sheriff's level, the police level. I mean, let's be very, very clear here. You had over 20 law enforcement agencies. The state of Texas has told you 8 before. No matter what the number was, from its 8 to 20, and this report indicates that it's 20, people at very high levels failed to make decisions to the people that were below him. And there should also be some accountability with Greg Abbott. Year after year after year, we've asked for change on common sense gun solutions, like taking AR-15s out of the hands of 18-year-olds. And he has refused to do this time and time again. People are starting to wake up to the neglect that is happening in Texas. And it is time that Greg Abbott bring us back into the legislature. We're 30 days from school starting. 30 days from school starting. Parents want to know that their kids are safe. So certainly accountability lies with him as well.
I hear the passion and, frankly, the edge of anger in your voice tonight. I want to check in with you, not just as a representative, but as a member of this community. What are you feeling tonight?
Listen, these parents have become friends of mine, a lot of them. And, I talked to several of them today. I wasn't able to attend because I'm in COVID protocols, but they're good people. And they deserve better. They deserve better. We deserve better as Texans. We deserve better than what we've gotten, better than the answers that have been given by state agencies and state directors of agencies, and this governor as well. And so we've got a lot of work to do in Texas. And if they're not going to hold themselves accountable, hopefully the voters in November will hold them accountable.
You point out 30 days until school starts. Senator Roland Gutierrez, we certainly appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.